Hey guys, it's Dina Marie back again. Okay, so this video is going to be how to apply the makeup after I have already threaded, cut, shaped, and plucked my eyebrows. If you can see, you got that perfect foundation. You already kind of have the outline of your brow itself. This is before any makeup is applied. So you kind of just want to have that foundation of your brow so you can kind of know exactly how you're going to apply the makeup. Like I was saying before, you don't want to have brows that need to be shaped, they need to be plucked already. You don't want to have that and then apply makeup over that. So I'm going to be looking in this mirror so that I can see, so that I can actually show you guys how I apply it. So there's so many different ways. This is just a regular brow liner. This is by Wet n Wild. I have my makeup, my going out makeup, if I want to wear MAC or if I want to wear anything from Sephora. If I'm just like a regular day, whatever, I can wear drugstore makeup. Kind of doesn't matter unless you want a certain look, like foundation wise. This is actually some eyeliner too, which you can take your brush and kind of just like dip it in there and then kind of go. So I was just going to show you guys a couple different ways, or maybe just one, show you guys that it really doesn't matter. You're still going to get the same effect. I'm going to use this. It's from NYX. I just say NYX. And it's eyeshadow base in like the nude color, if you could see that. Hold on. You cannot see, but it's just the nude regular brown color. So I have two. I have a white one and I have a brown one. I mean, just like a regular nude one. So anyways, that's what I'm going to use to finish. So anyways, let's just get this. This is a darker brown. This is a lighter brown. Sometimes when I use darker brown, because I just don't like my brows to look like super dark. And sometimes I could have a heavy hand. So I will either use my light one to like blend it out, or sometimes I just use my light one because I'm kind of doing all brown makeup. It just really depends. Anyways, so whatever color your brows are, whatever you want to use. So let's just use this darker brown first. So I am going to start, and I'm going to outline this kind of like a coloring book, when you outline the whole entire picture first before shading it in, okay? So very lightly, I'm just following my brow. I kind of want to be on the hair. Let me see. I want to be on the hair, on the line. I don't want to be outside. I don't want to outline outside, because then it's going to make your brow be way too big. You know what I mean? It's going to make it look not big, not natural. You want your same exact outline that you already have anyway. So I'm using the phone right now. I haven't done it using the phone before, but I want you guys to actually see as close as you can. Let's see if I can move this lighting. There we go. So, and I'm just following my line. I'm not making it any bigger. So even this little crease, I'm following it. Following it. See, I'm on top of my hairs. I'm on top of like just the last hairs. Following it all the way down. I'm going to do the same from up here, up here, and it doesn't have to be all the way perfect. You want to get it as perfect as you can, but it doesn't matter because you're still going to take that eyeshadow base. Let me just put the light back on. So you guys kind of got the gist. So now I'm just going to take the mirror. You guys kind of already know what I'm doing. I'm still going to, let's see. I am still outlining. And I'm just going to do one brow at a time so I can just show you. As best you can. Now you see how this is. I haven't even shaded or added any color in the inside, which I don't even always do because I don't have to do, because I don't like for mine to be drawn on. I don't like for them to be super dark. So I just get like a spoolie, or you could even use one of these, and you kind of want to take the color from the bottom, brush it up, brush it up, brush it up. You kind of want to blend it all together. And you want to blend it because you're taking the color and you're blending it. That's why this is so brown like this, because every time I blend it, you're just taking the color. Now, I'm just going to get my lighter one, and I'm just going to put like a couple marks. Now the actual sun is coming out, so let me just close this really quick. Okay. So, I'm going to take this lighter one, and then I'm just going to make a couple lines. There we go. So, here we go. Jazzy, can you close this door for me? So now I want to kind of blend this. I like using a spoolie better just because it's rounded. So I go like this. Don't worry about smearing it up. I mean, obviously, don't just go to smear it. But I mean, when you do this, of course, it smears already a little bit. Because remember, we are going to outline this. And then we are going to, hold on one second. So we are going to outline it with our eyeshadow base or foundation or whatever it is that you have that is going to be a lighter color than your foundation. So I'm just trying to get this in. Get this line. There we go. Okay. So, look, let me just make sure that you want your whole entire brow too. There we go. I want to add that line. Because remember, you want that line to be right there. Because you still want to make sure that it's flawless by the time that you add the eyeshadow base. So, there's the brow. And there's the regular brow right here. My natural brow. You see? And here is this. And this is, oh, there we go. Regular, natural. So, I just want to kind of wipe all that smear in case there's any. Now it's time to, and sometimes if you feel like it's too wide, you know, you could still get your spoolie again and just kind of like take that line off. I like to have that line because it's just like a guide for me. So now you can get any type of little brush. Oops, let me see down here. Cover this light so you can see. This is just any type of tiny makeup brush, okay? Okay, let's see. Now, I put this in here. I'm just getting, it doesn't really matter how much you get because you're only going to go like this. Hold on, let me see. You are just literally outlining like this. You're making a line. You're outlining your whole brow. You are not going to brush like this until you kind of start to blend it in because you don't want it to look like super white makeup or whatever. So you are outlining it with the very edge of the paintbrush or your makeup brush. So I get this. Now hold on, let me do this in the mirror. I'm sorry, you guys. So now I am not trying to touch the line, but I'm trying to get as close to the line as possible. I don't want to get it on any of my hairs though, even though it's going to get on like probably the one little tiny hairs, but you don't want to get it on any of them. You see how I have that line already? Because it's going to look flawless, because I'm going to end up blending that in. So I'm going to grab some more because I want to finish this outline. Let me see if I can get this lighting to be a little better for you guys. There. Now, I'm going to outline the top just like I did with the eyebrow pencil. I'm getting more because now I'm going to do the top. And as I was saying in my threading and plucking video, that you want to make sure that your original eyebrows are already nice, threaded, cut, perfect before you do this, because when you're outlining, you don't want any hairs to be right there. Now, you see how I got on here? Let me see. I got some of this eyeshadow base on my eyebrow, which is still be okay, but you just want to avoid it. But like I said, how you said there's going to be some on there. Let's see. Okay. So as you could see, these tiny little specks, that's from my eyeshadow base. Set this back up. Now I'm going through the top. I'm outlining. So see, now that it's outlined, you can kind of see now it's outlined. Now I am going to take the brush flat on the flat side, like I originally said don't do, like how that's like that. So I'm going to take that side and I'm going to blend in all of where I just made my outline, right? Because I don't want to keep it like that and it looks like it's all drawn in. Now, it doesn't matter how much you blended this in, how you do it. You just want it to be blended, because once you apply your makeup or your foundation, it's going to all blend together anyways. Even if you are not a person to wear makeup and you just want to do your eyebrows, then you're just going to blend this more, no matter if you're going to use a makeup brush or if you're going to use a sponge or however it is that you prefer. Some people even do it with hands because they like that natural. So now here's the bottom. I'm just pulling down all this extra. I'm trying to blend it without taking it away. I just don't want such a harsh line. I even just go a little bit further than my eyebrow goes. And I don't really get right here just because I don't want it to look like a drawn-on eyebrow. So I like that fade that it creates. So let me see if I can get. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my makeup brush, which already, now you see how the color difference? Let me see. Let's see. See that color difference? This is kind of blending it anyways, but you see where it's light right here because from the base. Now I'm just gonna blend this. Blend it on and there we go. I'm gonna blend this up top. I'm not going to touch my brow. It's just all that extra. Now you see how you can like barely see it? You see where I'm going? I'm not touching the brow. I'm getting it as close as possible to blend that top in. all that extra, because of course you don't just want, now you see even in here, I just want to brush it. I'm going to close my eyes, brush it, brush it down. Because remember, we're just trying to blend it in. We don't want the line. We just have that line because any type of mess ups that we did when we originally outlined it with the pencil, we just want it to look as straight as possible. So I think this is good enough. You see how this line is right there, the black line from the pencil? That's good. We kind of want to push it. Push your brows over this way. Remember, you're taking the color and you're pushing your brows. See how it just filled in that space that felt like it was empty? And see, if my brows were as flawless, like I didn't take my time when I was cutting and threading and everything. But see, I am like a perfectionist when it does come to my brows. So I can see these tiny, what can I use to show? Okay, these tiny, those ones right there, just out of place. That means because my line wasn't straight. But that matters to me because that's how you get flawless eyebrows. If you are not precise when it comes to plucking and cutting and you don't know where to cut and where to pluck and you think, oh, that's just good enough, sometimes it can mess with the outcome of your brows. So I've already faded it in, you see? That little piece, because I have those extra brows, I just want that to be even more perfect. So I'm taking my brush again and I'm going right here, right above. Now you see how that just made it perfect? It makes it look like the brow itself is perfect, when in reality, we are outlining it, making it look like our brow is perfect. That quick. Since I started the video, it took 17 minutes, but I did do a lot of talking and my lighting. So really only like 10 minutes for this brow on a day. Now you see what the difference is? You see this? Perfect. On fleek brow. The rest of my makeup isn't even done. Regular brow. On fleek with no makeup. There we go. On fleek with makeup. So that is how I do my brows, you guys. Everybody has been asking me, how do you do your brows? How do you get them so perfect? Blah, 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 blah. So I start off with my threading, my plucking, and my cutting. I make sure that my eyebrow alone itself is all the way cut and plucked, and it's very clean around every part of my brow. Then I go here and I do exactly what I told you guys. Now, this is before any type of foundation, any type of anything. If you want to contour or whatever, some people contour and put on all their foundation before and then they do their brows, or you can do it afterwards because it doesn't matter because you're kind of going to leave this area alone anyways. So even if I were to contour and put on all my foundation, I'm just going to be, you know what I mean, all over here. And now this is what I would do if I wasn't wearing makeup and I was just going to the store and I just didn't want to look like crazy or whatever. And I just want to just put my brows on because, as you see, the big, huge difference. I can look like, dang, I just woke out of bed, blah, 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 yada, yada. This at least looks like, you know, I did something when I woke up. So, there you go. There you have it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.